But the Shades Whip that we saw fight against Chosen One,
Right.
the Shades Whip that we saw fight against Mr. Quilgo, you know, that was not the Shades Whip that we just saw.
No, I don't think so either. He was scared. He wanted to, I think, get higher position. And like you said, he was paying attention to the way we were casting. And we weren't wrong about what we were casting about.
I'm never wrong. I don't know about you.
So you know that he's not focusing on the right thing, though, because he shouldn't be worried about whether we have the semantics right of 3 rounds, 2 rounds, whatever. He needs to worry about what it was that he was not adapting to.
And the problem I have is...
Grand Finals.
Oh, no, and now Lopedo's talking to us. What was that, Lopedo? What was that?
I already did.
Shout out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so apparently...
I gave him a shout out earlier.
Lopedo wants some love
He
here.
is greedy.
You know, I don't think Lopedo wants to play me. That's all I think it is.
No.
That's all I think it is. He doesn't want to play me. He doesn't want to play me. Says
All
the
right,
person
well,
that
I'm
comes.
interested. I'm really hyped up for this final match here. Who are you favoring to win it?
Lopedo.
Lopedo.
Yeah, Lopedo.
Awesome.
Lopedo.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Because it seems like, you know, Jan Lee is Rabies Kryptonite, and this is not going to help him. Now, watch how Lopedo handles this Islam Mariposa. Watch this. That's right. Button checks. Watch this button check. You see that? You see that button check? You see that sidestep set? That's how you handle La Mariposa.
And don't forget other settings. You got to go to other settings if you really want that button check checked.
If you want the win, you got to go to control setup. You got to go to custom, go into other settings, and go into sidestep.
Exactly.
That is how you handle La Mariposa. So enough of getting trolled by Lopedo and Chosen One.
Of course, they're trolling
sorry,
us with
wow,
that.
Rabies. Wow, I'm just getting them mixed up. They look so similar.
I
you know. Half the crowd has I'm a fighter T-shirts on. So.
A DOA5 shirts as well for qualifying.
Okay, so the DOA5 shirt is the I'm a fighter shirt.
But it says DOA5 on it. It doesn't say I'm a fighter.
But it's
Oh, on the back?
Yeah.
Well, it's both. It's either.
Okay,
it's
so
either or.
I need a new commentating buddy.
No, he just wasn't right at that point, and seeing Dr. Dog's not right.
Thank you, Jackson. Jackson finally on my side. That's what
I'm gonna be him with my black friend.
See, that's right. That's right. See, I'm his token. So anyway, we're back on the ends of the Earth stage. And you know what? This totally favors Janley. Lisa can take advantage of the slippery surface, but wow. So my commentating partner, Kat, is giving me the look of disgust, as though I have just committed the worst sin ever. If I gave you 10 gamer points, we come back to commentating. So anyway, getting back to this match here.
He's not. He's the one that's supposed to be commentating.
Jaxel's commentary, just like this, is better than yours.
Oh!
I'm just kidding, everybody. Cat's commentary is great. I'm just kidding.
You are so in the doghouse.
That's where I live. I mean, come on now. You're in the cat house. Oh, no.
No.
But I'm God tier. Wow, okay, so anyway, we are in the grand finals here talking about dog houses, cat houses, not commentating.
I know, I'm sorry. I need to be commentating this. I apologize, guys. I gotta mess with Dr. Dog. He's pretty mean to me all the time.
So, yeah, all the time.
Getting back into Janley. It is now 2-0. He, like you said, Janley's gonna win this. He has won he won the last event. Janley, is he like the top tier character?
No, virtual fighter characters are better than Janley, but Janley is
nobody
solid.
knows how to use virtual fighter characters.
Here's the thing. This is not Janley winning. This is Lopedo winning.
Yeah.
He is playing Dead or Alive 4 Janley.
Yes,
He's not
he is.
using Janley's top tier
Even
tools.
DOA3 Janley, because DOA3 Janley was...
Oh, that DOA3 was good. Yeah, no. He is playing DOA4 Janley with a safe 6-6K. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and he's waving at the camera. He's like, this is Lopedo. He's like, I don't care. You know, I would have liked to have seen him start it with random select. That's what I would have liked to have seen. He had a whole set to give. I wanted to see the random select. You know, this is not Lopedo because he didn't pick random. I'm just saying.
Well, he doesn't seem to have to. I think he's just going to kind of go through this with a little bit of ease with Janley, because we saw that at Hot Import Nights, and I'm kind of just going off, history and saying that's what's going to happen. Was there any Janleys at E3?
Janley was not in E3 though.
There you go.
Yeah. So, but you notice how he made quick work of Lisa, and that's exactly what Swift Shade-Eye did not do.
Right.
You know, he fell for everything, and you saw Lopedo was like, I don't care what you're doing, I'm Lopedo. You know, like Ryujin is Janley, Lopedo is Lopedo.
Well, let's see how he responds with Elliot. Now we once again have a character change from Rabies, which happens once he's lost, of course, because you can't change.
Rabies is definitely having some character identity issues here.
Right.
You know, it has gotten him to the grand final, so we can't really say that he's doing the wrong thing. But you know, when you're coming out of losers bracket in grand finals, you got to win 2 sets.
Right.
I can understand him maybe wanting to start with Lisa. Hopefully he can maybe get that first set with her and then save Elliot for the second set in case he needed him. But you know, I know he has more faith in Lisa than I do.
Well, I guess in a sense it works because if you're going to use your secondary at some point, which is generally going to be your weaker character, you want to use them early on to see if you do have that advantage on just beating them with your secondary.
But now you have to sit here and question the fact that, you know, I'm going to go look into, you know, I'm going to look at this here. Lopedo and Rabies fought in the winners finals.
Right.
You know, Rabies used both of these characters.
That's when he lost though, wasn't it? Because he went from Elliot Mariposa to Elliot again and lost.
Exactly. So here's the problem I have. He started off with Elliot. It was a decent match, but he lost.
Right.
He switched to La Mariposa, and it was brutal.
Right.
You know, it was like, what are you doing? Why did you switch? My name's Lopedo.
Right.
And so he immediately switched right back to Elliot. And while it was obviously closer than his match with Lisa, he still lost. Why do you open up the grand finals match with Lisa?
With the character that you lost with.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know, I mean, and not just lost, demolished.
Well, perhaps
devastated.
He's not encompassing the fact that happened.
Obliterated. Desecrated.
He's not encompassing everything that happened there, and I think that's definitely not going to work to his advantage. And even with Elliot now, I see him, and he's just kind of not mashing, but it looks like mashing in the sense that his combo strings are just coming out over and over and over and over again. But I know he's strategically putting them out and mixing it up.
So basically what you're saying is Rabies is pressing buttons.
No, you didn't hear what I just said.
You said Rabies is pressing buttons.
You can't multitask. It's fine. I understand. All right, well, here we go. We're getting into the final last round of this one. I believe it's up, though, 1-0, or is it 2-0 now?
Yes, Lopedo's up 1-0 because Rabies started with La Mariposa,
right,
he lost, he switched to Elliot. So it's 1-0 right now.
Okay. So Rabies needs to come back so that he doesn't have that comfortable buffer.
Right. What we actually saw there was Lopedo tried to sidestep. It worked well. That's the point in time where I'm saying do a double sidestep. He would have been in Elliot's back for a punishment.
Ah, I see. Yeah, sidestep actually leaves for so many options besides just stepping and attacking.
Exactly.
That was an extreme amount of damage coming from Lopedo. I think Janly, what makes him so powerful is the fact that he can take so much health like that. Because look, Elliot, that's like half the amount of health that Janly took. Very good prediction, though, however, on Rabies' part, and he needed that so that he is not, you know, because when Lopedo's up 2-0, I don't know about you, but fighting uphill battles like that just really feel uncomfortable.
And the problem is, with Rabies coming out of loser's bracket, he's already fighting an uphill battle.
Right. Exactly. So he needs to win everything that he can at this point because he's got to come back twice as much as Lopedo does. So Lopedo's definitely in a comfortable area. Very nice parry by Elliot. That's what Elliot is strong for. So we're probably going to see a lot of those coming out of him. He really needs to put him up against the wall here to take out Janly.
And real quick, I want to give a shout out to Messi, who's apparently in chat saying stupid stuff. Shout out to you, Messi.
Oh, really?
But congratulations on Messi for winning the I-46 DOA5 tournament.
Right?
Yeah. Shout out
and I remember Messi, he had one of the most exciting matches in CGS history, in my opinion. Obviously a little biased because of my team.
I was going to say, your opinion doesn't really matter.
No, it was World Finals. We had to beat Messi to move on. Messi was facing against Offbeat. It was 5-5. It was tied, so overtime. It went into overtime. Messi needed to win one round, and so did Offbeat. Messi just sit there at the station with his head down thinking the whole time while Offbeat was like up and moving and nervous. And Messi came back graded Offbeat, and it was amazing.
I actually recall that. I recall that. And you know, what's interesting is Messi wore his Birmingham Salvo jersey to the I-46 tournament.
I appreciate that support from CGS because that was such an amazing time. And Salvo won World Finals then, too.
Yep, but this is not the CGS. This is GVN Super Sunday Super Bowl Smash 6.
Summer Jam.
Summer Jam, Super Sunday, Super Bowl Smash,
right. You
whatever.
Don't do this often. It's okay.
Yeah. You know, and we are in the grand finals. It is Empire Rabies versus online ownership troll Lopedo. And Lopedo right now, you know, it's tied up at one match apiece, and Lopedo seems to have this match under control.
Right.
He's up 2-1.
Right.
You know, but he just seems to come out, you know what, I'm going to hit this button, it's going to hit you, then I'm going to use this attack, it's going to hit you, then I'm going to do this, it's going to hit you, and then I'm going to counter you. And it all happens.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Lopedo is viewing the match in Matrix time.
Well, he's now got Lopedo on point here where he's like, he's so aggressive that Lopedo's just standing there blocking. He doesn't know how to respond to Elliot.
That was a beautiful sidestep. And again, that was right where I said, do a double sidestep.
Right.
You'll avoid that issue of the. Now, granted, he used the high punch out of sidestep. If he used the mid, it might have interrupted. But again, I prefer a double sidestep in that situation.
He's got to stop from countering because, you know, Elliot has parries and strong grabs, and you're better off launching him with something or understanding the situation better. I think that's hurting him tremendously in this round.
And it looks like he's going to lose this match unless he can mount a big comeback. There was that parry again.
Oh, and it's down. There goes Rabies. Now with the lead 2-1.
So, but you know what? Lopedo is still in command here because he has a set to give.
Right.
Okay,
yep,
so
exactly.
So
he's in the winner's bracket.
Yeah, even if Lopedo loses this match, he can stand up, walk around the room, talk some trash, sit back down,
do the
and studio
messy.
Rabies.
He could do the messy.
He can do the messy.
Exactly.
He can do the messy. Do the messy. Do the messy. Anyway, so getting back to that, we are now on the primal stage. Finishes that combo. Decent punish by Rabies. Uses his frame advantage for good. I don't know what Lopedo was doing there. Like, Elliot was clearly at frame advantage, and he still tried to attack or something. I couldn't quite tell what he was doing. Tries to go for critical burst a little bit too early in the combo. That is, again, one of the changes since the D3 build. It does take a little bit longer to hit critical burst. There's what he's looking for then. Let's see what he does against the wall.
I noticed that Elliot's countering a lot and he's trying to parry a lot. So as long as he guesses those situations and grabs or knows how to launch him just right, he seems to get that guaranteed damage that he needs to win. Because parrying and all that stuff will just put you in that.
Wow, that was a nice throw I had to that Dragon Runner. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but that was an awesome throw.
That was.
So now, you know, it seems like Lopedo is throwing out all this stuff. Rabies is predicting that Dragon Gunner and punishing him. That's the second time this round he's punished Dragon Gunner. And, you know, I can't say that Rabies isn't doing it on reaction. It looks like it's on reaction. He waits for the Dragon Gunner, and then he throws it. Those are impeccable reactions.
That's extremely true, and that if you have those impeccable reactions, you're almost like godlike in a game like this. Because if you can see everything and just react to it, you pretty much just become one big ball of death.
Wow, one big ball of death.
Yeah.
Wow, we need to work on that
That's a
vocabulary.
StarCraft term. You wouldn't understand.
Well, you know what? We're playing Dead or Alive. So getting back to the Dead or Alive, while Cat's brain is multitasking, she's sending out Zerglings right now.
I gotta dick more lava.
Wow.
All right, sorry. Getting back to Dead or Alive, of course. We're now 2-1, but it is in favor of Rabies with 2-1 sets, but he has to come back, what,
and
4 more sets?
Yes, and right now Lopedo has a commanding lead in this round, although Rabies is fighting his way back. The raft has not started moving yet. You have to hit the tree in the corner. It's on the other side of the stage right now in order to set the raft in motion, which then leads to the waterfall and the cliffhanger section.
Right.
So
Does
I don't know.
that change? Because I noticed when the raft's going down the river, it tends to change angles. Is that also the whole juggle factor with the angled floor?
It's a very subtle incline while it's moving, but it is an incline.
But it changes too, right?
Yeah, if you were somehow like a master incline reader, you could probably use that to get a better juggle, but it'd be very difficult. And it looks like Lopedo's going to take this. He now
He's up
ties
2
it up.
sets. All he needs is 1 more set to win this tournament and take first place. Rabies needs to come back with 4 more sets, of course. So,
so what's going to happen here is Rabies is in a must-win situation.
Right.
He has to win this set.
Right.
And that's going to reset the bracket.
Well,
At that point in time, he has to win 3 matches before Lopedo wins 3 matches.
Oh,
now,
okay.
Now, if Lopedo wins here, it's over, and Lopedo wins.
Right.
You know?
I see.
And right now, Rabies has already proven what he came here to prove. He's taken top 3 as he promised on the forums.
Right.
You know, he's using top tier brokenness Elliot, but we're not going to fault him for that because I should have been using Elliot too.
Right.
You know, like in this situation, that was a smart move.
Yep.
And right now, he's showing Lopedo, your Janley's not good enough. That's exactly what he's saying. No punishment. He didn't need a punishment. He said, I'm going to down kick you. I don't want to punish you. I don't care about your punishment. You know what? Go over the rolls.
What's interesting is that he's being extremely aggressive, not even having to use parries or counters or anything, and he's getting off these long juggles.
And the reason is, now we're seeing the detrimental. We're seeing what happens when Lopedo plays DOA4.
Wow, that was really good play on Elliot. He's now 2-0. He has to win. He has to win. What is it? If Rabies wins this, it's going to reset, though, right? That's
yes. If Rabies wins this round, it resets the bracket.
Oh my God, that's kind of killing a lot of momentum that Lopedo has.
You know what? I want to see.
His libido.
Wow, Lopedo's libido. Wow. This is becoming. This is a DOA3 commercial now. She kicks high.
He's killing his libido.
Now, okay, so Lopedo came back and won that round. There's the Dragon Gunner. Now, that was some big damage right there. That's exactly what I want to see from Lopedo. Now, right there, he predicted the Dragon Gunner. I want to see a 6-6K and place that Dragon Gunner. Make Rabies...
Nice! Into the wall there that gave him that extra damage that just completely finished him off. He didn't have to extend the juggle, anything like that. Do you think Janly is going to win this? Is Lopedo going to win GVN?
As of right now, Lopedo has the offensive momentum. He has Rabies down to almost half-life. Now he's beyond
on the
half-life.
offense.
Oh, if he had critical burst there, that would have been it. Rabies has to make something happen right now. He has to make it happen. He doesn't
Very nice counter. All he needs is a couple more hits to
like
win GVN here.
Oh, nice throw break. And that's
Very
gonna do
nice
it.
high kick. There we go. Lopedo taking it over here at GVN against Rabies. That was a really good match there.
Exactly. You know, Lopedo came in and said, I am Janly. He tossed the gauntlet out to Ryujin. He said, Ryujin, you can win with Janly. I can do better. I can win with Janly without using any DOA5 shenanigans. But Lopedo is giving a shout to, you know, I'm going to let Lopedo come in here. Kat, I'll have you interview